Okay, we are going to do a polybag, but I was going to do a Technic set, but then I thought I'm running out of time, so we'll do a polybag, but we'll do a Technic polybag, which is another one from this year. What's this black dot on my hand? So, yeah, and I missed out on getting a second-hand one of the larger version. Well, not the larger version, but the Rover, a larger Rover set that came out, I think, this year, but it's not Perseverance. Probably Curiosity or something. Perseverance is the first one, right? I think it's the tiny. No, that was Opportunity, Spirit, Perseverance. What was the very first one called? I'm sure it started with S, but doesn't matter. We'll pretend that that's the first one. I don't think this is the very first one. I don't think it had these wheels. No, Perseverance is the latest one. I can't remember. So anyway, I'm pretty sure it's still functioning. If it is, it looks like a more recent one than the very first one. So let us begin. So that's the instructions, and that's the two sides. This shouldn't take too long, I don't think. So here we go. Just start like that. I'm not going to show the page. I'm going to do this with the instructions off camera. And like, so I think, yeah, I was actually a bit confused because I was kind of like Curiosity was the one that's currently going, but there's two currently going, aren't there? There's another one, which I think must be Perseverance. But I'm thinking of the very first little tiny one that they sent up. That was in that movie with Val Kilmer in it, the Mars one, which I did not think, I've forgotten that, I think it's called Red Planet, is that what it's called? I didn't think it was terrible when it came out. Everybody else thought it was a bit rubbish. But I enjoyed it. I haven't watched it for quite a few years. Trying to find the piece. Oh, this is the piece. Okay, so you're going to use this odd little thing here, which is like this, but thinner. What? So we'll do that one. And we're going to have this one. And we're going to find, where is it? Where are you? I can't see. There must be, no, not this one. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, that goes there. So it's been a pretty rubbish day, I have to say, all up. It just hasn't really been as productive as I would have liked. But I feel mildly positive and optimistic. But this is why I'm doing this video, because I really wanted to have an early night, because I wanted to go see, I want to get up a bit earlier than usual, so that I can make sure that I can go see Dune Part 2 tomorrow. I think it's called Dune, is it called Dune 2 or is it called Part 2? Because it's Part 2 of the first book, so... but it was going to be my thing. I was going to go see that tomorrow because it opens tomorrow officially, so I should, but I might not. I might not at all. Okay, the instructions are getting kind of complicated. So we made this bit, okay, and then I've got to get this thing. But yeah, as I just said multiple times, if you weren't listening, I had a terribly unproductive day, and I want to make a video to feel like I did something useful. Well, I mean, the problem is that, you know, I was doing coding, and then I went to compile stuff and run it, and my very old version of the Eclipse IDE, I'm going to talk complicated stuff, decided that it wasn't going to do it anymore. It was just going to complain for an error that I have no idea how to fix. Because it's kind of like, that's not my fault, that's your fault. What are you telling me this for? How am I going to fix this? Some weird thing. And it's like, well, you should have upgraded. It's like a 4-year-old version. And it's like, wow, it's always such a pain to upgrade. But now I'm going to do it. So now I've just started that process. And it's like, it won't take that long. But it was like, oh. ruined everything. So that was my day. Yeah. Well, actually, that's not true. I did other stuff, but yeah. I almost got my car working. It's so ridiculous. This car stuff is ridiculous. It's like, have to go through. It's like, well, okay, I'm trying to work out how to add a little bit onto the thing that I have so that I can plug in the fuel lines. And it's like, wow. You have to get this other bit that came with it off, and I can't get it off with the parts that I've got because I have to use my impact driver. My impact driver wasn't strong enough to undo it, and I wasn't strong enough to undo it. So then I was like, well, okay, now I have to go get an adapter for my impact wrench because I've lost all the other ones. It's all complicated, and so then I had to go to the shop and buy that, come back, and then it's like I took it off, everything was fine, everything was what I thought it would be. But then the bit that I had to go on there, it doesn't really work, and I have to go back and get another one. It's like, yet another thing I have to go back to the shop for, and it's all very silly. But I am building up a huge reserve of tools and parts and knowledge and all of that kind of stuff. So if I ever have to do it again, it will be much more straightforward, I think. So who knows? So that goes there, and then that goes there. But it's very hot today. Yesterday it was much nicer. It was all kind of a bit dreary, and today is just post dreary, which means it's humid and rubbish, and it's just uncomfortable to be existing. So hopefully tomorrow, since it didn't rain today, it won't be so humid. Who knows how these things work? And then that goes there. And okay, so this bit goes here. This is taking a while. We're getting there. I did do some tidying up, and I took apart a few old Technic Lego sets, like that Lego shark car thing, which I can't actually remember if I did on the channel or not. But yeah, anyway, I took it apart, and it's like one of those things you're like, how on earth did you build this thing? It's very hard to take apart. How do these bits fit together? I don't understand any of this. So now we're building this thing. So we're going to put that there, and then we're going to get these little... This is a very odd construction. And that... Yeah, and I had planned... Did I mention this yesterday? I had planned to go to the Lego shop to pick up... Doesn't look right. It has to go like this. My one does not look the same as the picture. Like, I don't think I meant to have it squashed down quite as much, because you can, the little gold things at the top. Yeah, because they have in stock. Ooh, this is going to be exciting. Oh, I haven't done it properly. No wonder it doesn't work. Okay, so let's do this correctly. That goes over the top. I don't feel like that one. I want that one to go. Yeah, Animal Crossing. They have like the new Animal Crossing sets, and I thought, well, they've got one that's not too expensive, so I'll go get the not too expensive one. But, and this is where it gets interesting. Except it doesn't get interesting. I went to the shop last night. And they were having like a staff thing or something, you know. They were like, actually, we're closing early, and for a staff meeting, so stuff you all. And I'm like, oh, well, that's my only chance this week to go there. So that was a bit of a pain. Might be able to go there on Saturday. And the pick-a-brick thing, they had like, they've got boxes now, and they had a whole pile of white brick pieces. Is that working, or am I just imagining this doesn't do anything? Oh, I get it. Don't worry, it makes sense. I thought this was the thing that was actually good. Of course not. That's not how these things work. Okay, now we have to make, yeah, so at some point I will get Some Animal Crossing, yay! And then I'm like, well, I've never actually played the game. So, and the chances of me playing it on the Switch version are nil at the moment. These instructions are not helpful because they don't tell you how to put everything together here. So, well, I get the bit at the top, and I get the bit here. Oh, right, it's this bit here. Okay, that goes there. Make that. How much time we got? Lots of time. Good. And then this. But I do have because I don't have a Switch, so I can't just go playing games because that's not how games work. So I will have to start off with the basics and play the Nintendo DS version because they do have a lot of Nintendo DS's. In fact, I just bought another one a few days ago because why not? And so that's going to go there. Because I'll tell you why, because it was really cheap and it was modded and it came like, it was just like, okay. I don't know why it was so cheap. So that's going to go like that. Alright. And then this is going to go there. I think I'm doing something. Right, but that hasn't arrived yet, so you know. Alright. So I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm doing this thing here. That's going to go, and it's going to go there. Yeah, so I have to go on Saturday past the place where the Lego shop is because I've got to go all the way halfway across the city to pick up, and I'm kind of annoyed about the whole thing because it's this round the bays run that they have in Auckland every year where you run around the waterfront, and lots of people go to it, and I've done it pretty much most years for the last, I don't know, 20 years. And normally I'm like, I get in early. Oh, hold on. Gosh, this is a very confusing picture. So, hold on. What the heck? Alright, I've got it. What the hey? That goes like that. And, yeah, normally I get in early because, A, it's a lot cheaper if you get in early. If you pay early, if you sign up to it early. And I did that, which has been annoying because, obviously, over the years, I've signed up on different email accounts. And so they've been sending me all these emails saying, don't forget to sign up before it gets too expensive because it gets more expensive, you know, towards the last minute. And I'm like, but haven't I already signed up? Like, why do I keep getting these emails? What's going on? And then I have to go back and check. Oh yeah, I have signed up, but I used this email and not these other emails. And so they're sending me all these emails because they think I'm different people. And it's like, oh my gosh. And every so often I'm like, am I sure that I actually signed up? And then I'm like, well, I should have got my entry bib thing in the mail. Because that's the thing. If you sign up early, they send you it in the mail. And if you don't sign up early, you have to go pick it up from someplace. But this year they've changed it, probably because they're running out of money. That even if you did sign up early and be like a nerd and sign up at the beginning, you have to go pick it up. And it's like, oh, and not only that, it's like the pickup location's even further away. I mean, I should be thankful at least it's not like on the other as we call in Auckland, the North Shore, which is like over this harbour bridge that we have. Which is just a pain to get to if you're on a bicycle. You have to get the ferry because you can't ride your bike on the harbour bridge. So I should be thankful that that's actually it's not actually on the other side of the harbour bridge. So I've done this wrong. I've done it so wrong. Okay, hold on. Goes like that. Okay, you can readjust everything. It's looking good. It's looking good so far. I think that's actually the whole thing, except for the well, no, it can't be the whole thing. What is this piece for? What are these things for? I don't actually see where these pieces go. Alright, well they must... Oh, they're part of the wheels. It's fine. Okay. So, we have 4 of them that look just like boring wheels. boring. Yeah, well, if you're wondering if you don't live in Auckland, which is highly likely, why you can't cycle across a harbour bridge that gets you between two parts of the city, it's because cycle infrastructure is rubbish. But they've been talking about making it so that you can for many, many years, and every so often they come up with brilliant ideas, and they're supposed to build another harbour crossing, and then they're going to be like brilliant ideas, but like many parts of the world, I think, politicians go on and on and on, and people go on and on and on about fixing things, but they take forever. To be honest, though, changing the current system just for a couple of cyclists doesn't, to me, seem like a very good way to spend use of money. So, but you never know. I have cycled across the Sydney Harbour Bridge on multiple occasions. Because I had to try my lost travel mascot toy, which I accidentally dropped while taking a photo of me on the harbour bridge. So that was bad. So partly not too, fond of cycling on harbour bridges. So there you go. Alright, so that's basically it, I think. And they don't really... Are they going to stand up? Oops. I don't quite understand how they're supposed to stand up. How am I supposed to turn this around? Wait, what's... Oh, this is the turning knob. Alright, that's the turning knob. Okay, well they do. Okay, once you get this thing out of the way, and you can move this up, and so you've got some play features. So this is what it looks like. It's not too bad. Like, given the number of pieces, I would not have... Like, I think this does a good impersonation. And it does drive, you've got to give it that. Even if this wheel is up in the wrong place. Let's make some bumpy terrain. Here's a pencil. Well, here's some more of that. I almost bought today, I did go to the Lego shop. Not the Lego shop, a shop that sells Lego. And I did buy a Lego set, but I've already got that set, but it was also because it was real cheap. And it's for my collection of unopened sets. But anyway, the point is they did have this Rhino expansion Donkey Kong Mario thing that's like reduced to clear. But it was like, it's not that exciting, so I didn't get it. So anyway, are they going to climb over this? You can't really tell, but I don't know, that's fine. It's fine. It's climbing over everything. So there we go, that was that. It's worth it. I was surprised that there was more than one polybag for Technic this year. Maybe I just don't pay attention. I don't go to the Lego shop. That's the only place in Auckland that sells these things often enough. But it's quite fun. Some interesting pieces. It's probably worth buying another one for the wheels. If I get back to the Lego shop in the weekend when I go and pick up my silly bib thing from miles away because cost of living crisis, maybe I can get another one of these. Well, we'll see what they've got in the shop. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going. Bye.